What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I have designed the perfect full body beginners workout, and it's going to be done only at Planet Fitness. The reason I designed this routine is because I was a beginner myself. And after training for over 10 years, I wish that I had had a program like this to give me some guidance on where to start. This workout routine will be done totally at Planet Fitness. And what I decided to do was make it a full body workout routine. The full body will make you a little bit sore everywhere, but it won't absolutely kill you on one specific body part. First exercise that I want to start with is the bench press. The reason that I start with the bench press is because my chest is my weakest area. So I always like to prioritize that first. Now for you don't necessarily have to do that. This workout routine gives you enough flexibility where you don't have to do this workout in a specific order. But for me personally, we're going to start with the bench press. You have the Smith machine bench press, which I will show you, and then we have the dumbbell bench press, which I will also show you. Finally, we are at the gym. I'm going to show you how to set up the bench press. I'm going to pause it right here. Okay. This is the indentation that's on a barbell. This is actually used as a guide on where to place your hands. On the Smith machine, the smooth parts are a little bit closer. I like to have a wider grip on my bench press. That way I feel a better stretch. So what I do is I place my hands wider than the smooth part. I filmed at a different angle because even though it's very subtle, I do pinch my shoulder blades together when I bench press, and I keep them there during the entire movement. A good cue is to pretend there's a pencil in between your shoulder blades and you're trying to hold it there the entire time. And those are pretty much the cues for the Smith machine bench press. I mean, you obviously want to press up and down, right? But that's a given. So now I'm going to show you guys the dumbbell bench press. It's pretty much the same thing, but it just adds a little bit more stability using the dumbbells. You can also see from this angle that I do have my lower back arched as well. And that's the Smith machine or dumbbell bench press. So for this workout routine, what beginners are going to start with is they're going to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps and rest for 90 seconds. The next exercise that we're going to do is the underhand barbell row. Okay. Cues for this exercise is that you want to have your hands shoulder width apart, your palms facing up, and you want to be bent over at a 45-degree angle. Because the cues are pretty simple, I just did a demonstration video for you guys. Notice the underhand grip and that when I come up, I'm going to be pinching my shoulder blades together. And after this video, I have the dumbbell variation. So I'll be honest with you guys, generally I do not do underhand dumbbell rows, but I did add 2 videos of me doing regular dumbbell rows. It's the same concept, just the hands are turned differently. So with the row, we are doing 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and resting 90 seconds. Third exercise is going to be either the dumbbell shoulder press or the machine shoulder press. With the dumbbell shoulder press, it's really important on where to set up the bench. I like to set it up at about a 60-degree angle. That way I'm using a little bit of my upper chest as well to push up the weight, and that way I can lift heavier. Here's the video of my dumbbell shoulder press. As you can see, I actually push up the weights with my knees to get them onto my shoulders. Also, an important thing to notice is that I'm not going all the way down. I'm only going to about parallel. This is just so that the shoulders stay engaged the entire time. And at this angle, you can really see the 70 degrees that I have. It honestly really makes it a lot easier to lift with this. And with the machine shoulder press, it's really easy. Just go up and down. You can also see that I'm only going 90 degrees. And with the shoulder press, we are doing 3 sets again, but we are going to up the reps with 12 to 15 and only rest for 60 seconds. We're halfway through the workout routine and it's pretty simple, but these are going to be the fundamental exercises that you should be doing as a beginner in Planet Fitness. And if you like the routine, make sure you like the video as well as subscribe to the channel so that when more advanced routines come out, you can hop on and watch those. After the third exercise, I want to go back to our back, and how we will do that is we will do an underhand lat pull down. A pretty simple exercise, but what a lot of people tend to do when they first start this exercise is they feel it in their forearms. So the cue for this one will be to make sure that you pinch your shoulder blades together and you want to aim the bar to your upper chest. This exercise is really simple, so I only filmed at one angle. You can see me set it up, sit down. Now, one thing I noticed when I filmed this actually is that I have my low back arched. I honestly don't know if that's a requirement, but it definitely does help me keep my lats engaged. It also reminds me to hit the bar on my upper chest. For the reverse grip lat pull down, we are doing 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps, and resting 60 seconds. For the next exercise, we are finally going to do our legs. And the first exercise for our legs that we're going to do is the leg press. It's a good exercise that works the quads, hamstrings, and glutes, but a lot of people tend to mostly feel it in their quads. So we are going to add another exercise that focuses mainly on the glutes, hamstrings, and low back. So after this exercise, we're going to do a more glute hamstring based exercise. Now, before you guys come for me in the comments talking about, but the leg press does work the hamstrings and the glutes. I know it does, but there's honestly a lot better exercises to work the hamstrings and especially the glutes other than the leg press. For the leg press, you can see I don't bring my legs to my chest. That puts a lot of pressure on the back if you do that, so I keep it at a nice parallel. And at this angle, you can see my feet are about shoulder width apart. For the leg press, we can go a little heavier, so we will do 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, and rest 90 seconds. The last exercise I want to give you guys is going to be either the dumbbell hip thrust or the dumbbell glute bridge. They are the same exercise, just in regards of the movement, but with the hip thrust, you do get a little bit better range of motion. So here's the glute bridge first. Pretty simple, just lift your hips up and down. But as you can see, the floor is actually preventing me from a better range of motion, which is what the hip thrust is going to be for. The hip thrust is a simple exercise, but there's a couple of cues that can make it even better. The first is going to be make sure you keep your chin tucked the entire time. And then the second cue is make sure that it is a controlled movement. What I mean by that is don't go with the momentum because you won't be working your muscles. Make sure it's slowly up and down as you can see in the video. And for these, we will do 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps, and rest 60 seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe so that you can watch more advanced routines that I have in store for you.